guys, I finally have a good happy news, at least with respect to me. I received my class 2 COC finally today. I gave all my exams in Chennai and I appeared for function 3, 4, 5 and 6. As you all guys know, it has returns and orals. I started giving my exams from October. I did a preparatory very long before that. Actual exams I started giving in October. I gave all the returns in one shot and then splitted the orals into function 3, 5 in one batch and 4B and 6 in another. That is what I did. But some people even did even returns they split it. I didn't have that idea. Initially I thought that it would be much easier if I give it in one shot. But what I found difficult was, I will talk a little about how my experience was giving the exams and what all I went through, so that you guys might have a little better idea. Because when I gave exams, I had no friends with me. All my batchmates gave it at a different time, or they were sailing, all that kind of thing. So I had to give it all alone. I felt like I didn't have anybody. Even while doing the preparatory course, you have a lot of friends, but I did preparatory course 8 months before my previous sailing. So I didn't even have that batchmates. Preparatory course batchmates usually people give exams with. I didn't even have that people, because I gave, like I told you, after 8 months. So I had to give completely alone. I had to start from scratch. Everything I had to start from basics. So I thought I'll give you guys a little idea of what I went through, that something you might find helpful, and it will be more helpful to you in a little way while giving exams. So like I told you, I gave preparatory 8 months before, and I was planning to give exams right after that. But I have a financial issue. I bought a huge home loan and I need to pay a monthly rental, as you guys know, monthly amount from my bank account, and I didn't have much reserves with me to pay for the complete stay during the exams. So after I gave my preparatory, I kind of chickened out, because I wasn't sure whether I couldn't complete it within the next 5-6 months, and if it takes longer than 6 months, I would have found it difficult to pay my loans. So I took this decision to go for one more sailing. So I went for a 6-month sailing. Because of this corona, it got extended a little bit, and then I finally came home, and then I started giving exams in October, and I finally cleared the exams in February. But the exams were booked for January, but it got delayed, and then they finally kept the exams in Feb, and I cleared it in February. So like I told you, I split orals and gave returns one shot. With respect to returns, like I told you, it's I found it little difficult, because if you give all the exams in one shot, they keep it in the continuous 5 days, most of the days. Even if you have Saturday, Sunday in between, at least Sunday in between, or some holidays in between, you get small gap in between. Otherwise it's one continuous shot. For me, I started exams on Monday and I had to finish on Saturday, and it was continuous, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday until it was Saturday. So I had a period of just half a day to revise whatever I read for the next exams, and I found that difficult. I know that some people have given exams in the morning and the afternoon, but that is way crazy. I feel giving the exams the next day and having just half a day to prepare for the next exam was itself quite difficult. So I would suggest to you guys to give exam split, even the returns and the orals, just try to split it and give even the first attempt. So you might find it much easier, like I told you. So that part. And with respect to preparing for exams, return exams, what I did was, initially I had this lot of downloaded PDFs and materials I collected online. Yeah, like I told you, I had a lot of. So these materials were all the important questions collected together in one PDF file, all the important problems collected together in one single file, kind of stuffs like that. It had like some PDFs had around 100 to 150 pages, and some even had like 300 pages. So like what I initially did was I started going through this PDFs, started reading all the repeated questions, important questions, stuffs like that. And like I told you, it had plenty, a lot of pages and lot of questions and stuff. And after a while I felt like I couldn't complete the complete PDF, and I completed maybe 70% I would say, with respect to theory. And problems I tried to complete as much as possible. At least I would have left maybe 6-7 problems at least, but most of the problems I covered. But with respect to theory, it's like a lot of stuff in those important PDFs, so I couldn't complete everything. Um, and I had only like I told you 70% I completed. And after a while I got a suggestion from my friend that it is not going to be that helpful. Best way to prepare for the exams was to go through the previous papers, like for the past 1 year or 18 months, kind of stuff like that. You go through those questions for a 18-month span, and then you go give the exams. That's what my friend suggested me, but that was very late. Like when I was about to give exams in the next week, so late I got informed. And my friend kept insisting me to do it that way, like to prepare with respect to question papers for the past 12 months, 18 months, whatever it is. And since he suggested it so late and I got this info so late, so I started preparing. After that I couldn't prepare for all the papers, and the least amount of time I had for electricals I could prepare very little. Since it had both problems and theory, I couldn't complete. But what good thing I did, like I collected all the important questions and I wrote it in one notebook, like short notes. In a notebook I just like short notes, I just split even a bigger question, I like made it short and simply the way I could understand, I just split it and started writing it down, even the problems and the theory. I know it is a little tedious process, but trust me, this is the best way you can do, because like I told you, for the span of preparing an exam in half a day time, it will be very helpful if you write like a short notes in a notebook with your own handwriting. Don't try to prepare it from a cell phone or a iPad, whatever it is, not like a soft file. Like have it a hard copy, like write it down, so that it will be much easier with your own handwriting, you can recognize, and it will be much simpler when you write like a short notes. So that is the best way you can do it. So write short notes. And the problems, just don't see it, guys, you need to practice. Practice like 2-3 times. Just look at the notebook, but only repeated problems, like I told you, just past 12 months, 18 months, whatever it is. Prepare those list of problems and start practicing it, and then after a point you need to see just the question and start solving it. It will be much helpful, guys, because trust me, like 95% of the times all the theory and the problems are completely repeated. If you prepare for like past 12 to 18 months, out of 9 questions you can at least answer 7 to 8. That will be like most useful. So best way, like I told you, is to prepare for the exams is to prepare from the question paper, and the other thing is to write down whatever you are preparing, like a short notes, so that you can quickly revise these two. And problems, like I told you. And with respect to orals, what I did was same thing. I always have the habit of writing down everything. So even the orals, I got this PDF or a word file which had all this list of questions from various surveys. So I took all these questions and started finding answers one after the other, either it be from a book or online, whatever it is, wherever I could find the answers. Some questions I collected answers from a friend, because all these questions are like practical questions, guys. It's not exactly theory what they ask us in orals. It is a mixture of practical stuff and theoretical stuff. So with respect to surveyor questions, I started preparing one after the other. I wrote a lot of question answer kind of stuff, and orals, that's what I did. So like I told you, orals was split. First I'll finish with the returns. Like I told you, I had to give it in one stretch. And electricals, I did a bit of blunder. Like while giving, first thing I did was I wrote the theory first and then the problem, which is not the right way to do, which I feel right now. Because whenever you write a paper with problems, try to do the problems first, so that you have more time for the problems is one thing. And the other thing is, like, that is the first thing they see. If they see that you have written 3 problems in a perfect way with all the right answers, then they don't go through much of the theory, and it will be easier way to pass the exams. So like I told you, what I did was I wrote the theory first and then I went for the problems. In the end, I had very little time, so I was like in a kind of hurry and started solving a complex numbers in a single line in a scientific calculator. As you guys know, I typed everything in a single line in a calculator and tried to find the answer, because I had very less time and I was like convinced that it was the right answer. So and then I went through this procedure and wrote down answer, and then came out, and then I found out that the final answer for 2 of the problems out of 3, 2 of the problems I wrote down the wrong answers, just because of this calculation problem. Whatever blunder I did it in the calculator. So I made that mistake and the final answer was wrong. So I was thinking that still, because all the formulas I have written down, all the steps I have written down, everything was good. Theory also I had written it good, but the problems, final answer for 2 of the problems out of 3 was wrong. But steps, everything I had written down. So I was like thinking that if they give marks for all the steps which I have written and the formulas which I have written, maybe I'll pass. I was still having that idea, but in the end I found out that I failed in that exams in electricals. So I understood that more or less the final answer, it is the one which they are seeing. And some of my friends told me they got one of the problem wrong out of 3 and still they passed the exam. So more or less, like, you need to get at least 2 problems right, okay, with proper final answers. 2 problems right at least. I know you can write all 3 right, but still at least if you get 2, you have a better chance of passing. Like I told you, I made a mistake in 2 out of 3 problems and it was just the final answer. So I don't think so they considered so much of steps and formulas, marks for that. So I don't know the exact way they divide all these marks, but it didn't work out for me, guys, because I'm telling you, I wrote every step, everything was right, just the final answer for 2 of the problems, and I failed in electricals. So I had to give it again, but by this time I already got an idea of how I need to prepare and how I need to write down. And in the end of the second attempt for this electricals, I had like 15-20 minutes of extra time. When during my first attempt I didn't have much time. I was like completely, for the last problem I was like writing like crazy. So important thing while writing a written exam is, like, you need to write it fast with key points. That is the most important thing. Write it as quickly as possible with all the key points. If you know a diagram question quite nicely, try to prepare a diagram question, guys. I know it takes a little bit longer time, but that is a much better way of getting more marks and passing the exam. So I preferred all the diagram question. It took me a little longer, but it was quite helpful because I was confident with my answers, with all the diagrams which I drew. I tried to write it as neatly as possible. It took me a little longer. The first attempt was a little difficult. I felt like if I had a practice before writing the actual exam, I would have written it a much faster. But since it was the actual exam was my actual practice, I found it a little difficult at the first attempt. But you need to write it fast, guys. Maybe you can practice a little to write faster while you solve the problems. That will be helpful. So try to have a little bit of practice in writing faster, because since it might be little longer for me, it was like more than 6 years for me, guys, since I gave class 4. And even in class 4 for me, it was online exams. It was just MCQs. So I had not had any practice in writing, actual writing, so I found it really difficult. If you are also the same case, better try to practice a lot. If you are giving little early, it's quite good, huh? But you need to write it fast. That is the most important thing. And with respect to problems, you need to write the problems first, write perfect, like take longer time for the problems and write it in a perfect way. Highlight the final answers with a box, pencil box or something, like I told you. Make sure that they see the final answer clearly, okay, and write it neatly. That way you can easily clear returns exams. Returns exam, like I told you, one more time I'll tell you, you need to prepare with respect to question paper only. Don't go for this PDFs. Use those PDFs with important questions to find the answers for these questions. But don't start reading from these PDFs, because it has a lot of questions, like from past maybe 20 odd years, and it is a lot of questions and you cannot cover it within the short span of time. So better prepare with respect to, like if you guys have diesel ship notebook, it will be much better. Like I am like a little conjuice, so I didn't want to buy this diesel ship, so I just downloaded PDFs from wherever I could find, and then I started preparing from that. So go with respect to question papers, practice writing, practice solving the problems, because how much ever you know the problem, the formula, but actually solving, I know I'm like trying to explain to you like you have never went to school. Don't think of me in a wrong way. I'm just telling what happened to me personally. Because first time when I gave the exams, like I was so confident with my knowledge that I thought like if I know the formula properly, everything, I can like solve it just like that and clear the exams. But in the end, what happened was I made a stupid arithmetic mistake with respect to calculator. That simple it was, and I had to give this stupid paper one more time. And I found it very annoying when I had to prepare for the second time, mainly with respect to theory. At least the problems I had already practiced a lot, so it was little bit easier. But theory, the thought of myself reading the same thing again and again, I found it very difficult. So best way is to split the papers and try to clear it in first shot, guys. Like I told you, use all the tips which I told you, and it will be helpful. And do this for returns. With respect to orals, like I told you, I gave it in split. It was 3 and 5 together and 4B and 6 together. I thought this is more logical. Some people had different idea. This is what I did. I'll share my experience with you guys. So with respect to 3 and 5, I gave 4B and 6 first, and then I gave 3 and 5. 4B and 6 because I thought that if I give exams right after returns, if I go for 3 and 5, I need to prepare a lot, which I didn't think I had enough time for it. So I thought if I go for 4B and 6, I will have little more time for function 3 and function 5. So that's what I did. I gave 4 and 6, and during that time, it was because of corona issue, we had this online exams. So I gave it online, and it was Venugopal sir, and I did prepare a lot, but in the end, like the questions he asked, I myself was not satisfied with the way I answered. In few simple things, I basically the basics of all the subject, like in school time, I studied well in college, but during my school time I was not that way, because I was spending a lot of times playing and stuff. So I'm not so confident with my basics, and that's where I got stuck. They asked me a lot of basic questions, like basic of physics and stuff, and I got stuck there. That's what happened. So I was not little happy with the way I presented myself. So in the end, they told me the same thing, like I was a little shaky because I was not answering as good as I thought. I was starting to telling in bits and pieces, and I little messed up, guys. That's the least I can tell you. I messed up a lot. So in the end, the professor was good enough to give me function 6. It was the internal sir and Venugopal sir, both asked me questions online. In the end, they decided to give me just function 6 out of 4B and 6. So that is what happened. After that, I gave 3 and 5, and I had a little bit more time to prepare for this. There was a delayed exam, so I prepared as much as I could. and there was this new surveyor in Chennai. I'm sorry guys, I still don't know his name. I'm not sure, I don't want to tell wrong information. He was a new surveyor, not a lot of people knew about his name. So I went to this surveyor and I was prepared okay, because function 3 is always quite difficult. So I prepared as much as I could and I gave my papers. And to say in the end, I can say I was a little lucky also. He was a quite good surveyor. Even if I didn't knew answers for a few things, he started up with a few clues and see whether I knew the answer. That's what happened. If I got stuck somewhere, he was like giving me clues so that I can actually answer the question. He was a very nice surveyor. He helped me with a lot of stuff. So in the end, I was a little confident. I wouldn't say like 100%, but somewhere between like 80% with the way he asked me questions and he helped me at few points, and then in the end I finally answered, and I was quite confident when I came out. I was sure that he was going to give me at least one paper. So he asked me to wait outside. I was waiting along with other friends, and after a while he called me inside and he told me that the internal was there inside along with him, and he told me that I passed in both the papers. I felt a little lucky, I need to tell you guys. It depends a lot on your luck also. It depends a lot on what kind of surveyor you get. I did prepare a lot. I'll tell you from that my side. Like I told you, I am not so confident with my basics, but I do a lot of preparation. I put in effort. Even if I studied alone, I found it difficult, but I put a lot of effort. I studied a lot. I prepared a lot. Even then I will not be able to, I'm not that intelligent guys. Maybe there are people outside who know everything, but I need to be frank with you guys because I'm not that confident. I did score marks in college. Like I told you, I put in a lot of effort in college and I got good marks, and my final GP percentage was more than 86% or something. But still, like I told you, I was not good with my basics. So I put in a lot of preparation, but I got stuck here and there. So only with a little bit of luck I can clear all my exams. So luck was also on my side, and he was also a good surveyor. Like I told you, I am not sure with his name, so I'm not sharing it with you. So that's what happened. So he gave me both papers. I felt a little lucky, and that was in the new year also, new year of 2021. So maybe that might have thought a little bit in my favor. So that helped me. So I cleared that exam, and in the next attempt I gave 4B. My luck was so much that Sir Venugopal came back again for me, and he was not happy with me. Let me be frank with you guys. He was not happy with me. He asked a lot of questions in basics again, basics of physics, all that stuff, and he was little upset with me also that because I was not confident with my basics. He was little upset with me, but I don't know what he thought in the end. Same way he asked me to wait outside, and after a while I came inside. He gave me the function. I got this function 4B in my last attempt, so I was lucky enough. So that's what happened. So I got my in my second attempt, so to say, because I split the papers. This was my second attempt in function 4B, and I got it in my second attempt, and I was lucky enough. I need to admit that. So like I told you, don't spare anything with your preparation. With respect to preparation, make sure you prepare, put in the effort, whatever way you prepare. With respect to orals, since I am told you I am not that intelligent, so I cannot suggest you more. Like this is what I did. I took list of questions, and started preparing as much as I could, and I answered as much as I could. You need a little bit of luck also, but if you are so intelligent, you just need your knowledge also. I am like 50-50 guys. I can't say like I am so inhumanly knowledgeable or something like that. So I'm not that knowledgeable, so I need to have a little bit on luck on my side also, and I did have my luck on my side. That helped me. So that's what happened. So I cleared it that way. So one thing I'll suggest with respect to orals is put in a lot of effort, prepare a lot of questions, This also I would suggest the best way is to go with respect to question answer, because there is a method in which a few surveyor ask questions. Like if it is Venugopal sir, he has always asks a certain way of questions or certain questions always. So that will be helpful if you prepare it in such a way. Just try to find these questions online or wherever from your friends or something, and then start preparing with respect to question and answers. That will be much easier for a guy who is of my knowledge standard. If you are much knowledgeable, I cannot suggest anything for you guys, because I am not that way. I can say only from my side, and this is what I did and this is what I feel. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys. And finally have one good news is I finally received my COC today. I just wanted to share this news with you guys. Thank you. And while applying for now, everything has become online and it was quite easy. I'll quickly go through the procedure for applying. At the end of, when you finally clear exams, they update it online, and as soon as they update it online, it's like automatically updated in the system, and you just can go there and apply for COC. The application is already prepared. You can make payment, and when they approve your payment, automatically it gets to forwarded to DG, and if everything is okay, it gets approved, and then it goes for printing. They give you a tracking number, and it is updated in the DG profile only, guys, where you apply on your DG profile. There it's updated, this tracking number. They don't send any mail, it is only in the DG profile where you apply, where you can see your application form. After you make payment and everything is approved, they give a tracking number. With respect to that tracking number, you can track and finally receive your COC. For me, there was a little bit of delay for this procedure because my STC certificates STCW certificates had expired. So I had to do all these courses, and we still have this issue with Corona. So there was online practicals, all this stuff, and a lot of exams, exit exam, this exam, that exam, lot of procedure. Maybe I'll share that STCW course information in a different video. So I had to do that first and then update all the certificates, and then after applying there was a little bit of issue because I had to upload this high voltage certificate, because you know guys, we get this stamp. If you are not done this high voltage course, you get a stamp which says you can sail only under this, all that stuff you know already. So I had to upload that certificate, and I missed out that certificate because it didn't have a separate column. I had to upload it along with the STCW courses, and I didn't do that. So they asked me back, and it took like, for approval procedure took me like 3-4 days because of this small delay. And then after it got approved, there was a longer delay because they told me they already dispatched my COC, but it was still there in Mumbai MDD, and there was a small delay, and it took me nearly like 1 week. So like last Friday I applied, this Saturday I finally got my certificate. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you found it helpful. If you like the video, click like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.